going on, everyone? Blaze FM here, and welcome back to another episode of Battling with Bromley. Now, since we last met in that game against Bromley, with that fantastic start to the season, things have picked up a bit. Following that, we had a 2-1 win against Gateshead. We dominated the game, played the better football, came away deserved winners. I was very worried when Akito scored that own goal, but that was all they could muster. Then we had a 3-3 thriller away at Lincoln City. We were behind 3 times in this game. We managed to pull it back all 3 times to get that deserved draw. A fantastic performance all around. And then we had a disappointing 3-2 defeat to Dover. We dominated possession, as you can see here, with the 65%, but we just didn't get the shots in. And Dover made us pay. Coming out 3-2 winners. And then we beat Kidderminster Harriers 2-1. We were the better side in the game. More possession, more shots, just a well-deserved victory. As you can see here, we have signed another player. Daniel Carr has come in on loan from Cambridge until the end of the season. I didn't feel like the strikers we were having were cutting it based on the first 2 games of the season, so I went out and picked up this guy. And more transfer news to tell you before we dive into this game against Wrexham. James White, another midfielder we have signed on loan from Middlesbrough. 17, he was available on loan, he strengthens the side. What more can I say? He's a defensive midfielder, he's got that 13 tackling, I think he will be fantastic in the middle of the park. And then we lost Grant Smith to Gillingham on a free transfer, which is really disappointing, but you can completely understand why he has gone to Gillingham. They are a better side than us. They are sitting in League 2. It was just best for his career for him to move on, so we've brought in Graham Stack on a non-contract. He's better than the other goalkeeper we have in the side. He's just going to be a backup. I might get to tutor the other guy actually because of that 18 determination. Anyway, less of my ramblings. Let's get on into today's game against Wrexham. Scotland will have to be given to a player. That will be Graham Stack. I would give him number 13, but apparently I gave that to Mr. Carr. Normally give my goalkeepers that number, but apparently not. I'm going to tell them to pick up where they left off because we've been playing some good football. Tell them that we have faith in the lads because I feel like this is a good bunch. I said this in the first episode. I just feel like we had a bit of a very, very poor start, which was mainly due to the fact we couldn't score. We've got James Pearson here playing centre-back as Corley. Funnily enough, has got himself another red card and he's suspended for today's game. That man just does not know how to stay on a football pitch. So Swain here, nodding it down for weight to Bywater to Emmanuel. Emmanuel can move forwards here, it's going to square it. It's Thompson. Thompson's going to put it in for Carr and Carr's hit the post. Carr has hit the post. I feel like he's going to be a very good striker for us once he hits that run of form. Emmanuel, and that is 1-0. Talbot there, knocking it in. I forgot to put goal action on. I will do that right now so we can see this goal in glorious free definition. Free definition? Yes, free definition. That is the word I was looking for. It didn't show it. Let's go back and show it in 3D. No, we don't want full match. We want key, and then we want to change this to TV. Okay, so Emmanuel there, shoving it in to the back of the net. A very, very pleasing goal for us to score. Let's move it back into 2D before my computer decides it doesn't like it. And it gets far too hot. No, we don't want to. We want 2D Classic. There we go. Let's continue with the game. Move it back to live. Here we go. So we're 11 minutes in here. I feel like we've had the better of the game. I did move the mentality onto control for a bit. It just wasn't working out, so I've put it back onto counter. We seem to be having more success with counter. Keto, lovely clearance. Carrington is going to pick it up. He's going to pass it into for White. White free for Vose, and he is offside. Gerling didn't really do much with that, but he must have known he was offside. So Akita, we're throwing here back to Fanimo for White, through to Emmanuel, and that is 2-0. Emmanuel, he was offside unfortunately. And that late offside flag there by the assistant, he was moving backwards. I thought we were getting away with that, but apparently we weren't. As we can see here, he is clearly offside when the ball is played. Good decision by the liner. So we move on into half-time. We are going to go in 1-0 up. Now we do concede a lot of yellow cards with this tactic, but I just feel like it keeps the other team on their toes. So I'm not really too fussed about that. Again, this will be the first game of the day. I do normally fast forward to the next game and then sign off because I'm a uni student. I've got lots of work that needs to be done. So you can see here number 7's getting a lot of joy down this right hand side. We're going to look to close him down, just make sure that we shut him out. But other than that, we're going to keep things as it is and we're going to move on into the second half. We're not going to get an instant highlight. I feel like we should just take that highlight out if I was to criticise FM, but I'm not going to criticise FM because it's a fantastic game. Ramsey there, clearing it. Great save by Girling. Fantastic save to stop that one from going in. Moke, can he sweep it in for Matt? He can, but Matt nods it wide. Probably been testing the keeper there, but I am not going to complain. So we're going to make some substitutions at this point. James White's going to come off for Liam Insult. Daniel Carr's not had the greatest game, but he's still better than Goldberg, so we're going to leave him out there. We are going to get on Mead for... In fact, no, we're going to leave Fanimo out there. I might take him off on 75, give him another 10 minutes, see if he can do anything down this left-hand side. Doesn't look like he's going to, so we are going to make that change in a minute. As they have scored, and we're going to make that change right now. Moving it on to attacking, and we're going to go for this game. We can't really afford to draw here. We need to pick up this form to move forward with the save. I feel like the team just isn't performing at the level that it should be, and when we do click, we're going to be very, very hard to beat in this division. It's just going to take a while for these new players to gel. It's not helping that I'm bringing new players in. So I'm going to stop that after this episode. Actually, is Thompson there has leveled it up? Not leveled it up. He's got us hopefully, potentially scored the winning goal in this game. Emmanuel passes it to Carr, and Carr, lovely through ball there for Thompson, and Thompson can slot that one into an empty net. Keeper completely stranded, and that is going to be 2-1 to Bromley. We're on overload. Oh, why are we still on overload? We're going to get an instant highlight here. Why I put it on attacking, not overload? Oh well. So Matt, can he whip it across? He can, and that is 3-2 to Wrexham. So 2-2 Wrexham. We're stuck on overload. I didn't mean it to be on overload. Committing 2 men forward, and they've just caught us on the break. Exciting game here, though, nonetheless. We're going to move back to attacking. Why we were on overload? Must have been a misclick on my part. Banya in for Matt. And now it is, sorry, excuse me. Now it is 3-2 to Wrexham. And when we turn the cameras on, we lose. I'm getting very frustrated with the save. I'm not going to lie to you. Akita, Thompson, Minsel. Minsel to Pearson. Pearson looking forward for Thompson's not going to find him, but Ramsey's going to recycle it. But Banya is going to intercept it there. But it's come off him and it's hit Emmanuel. And, ooh, Emmanuel should probably have been scoring that one. And that is going to wrap it up for today's game. Another disappointing performance when the cameras are on. I don't know what... We're great when we're not watching the game. I don't know what it is. I wish I did. I really wish I did. But anyway... 3-2 Wrexham. That is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying the series, please do hit that like button. I know it's been very hard to watch recently because you've just been losing all the time. Hopefully that will pick up. We will come back for this Boston United game in the next episode. So if you're enjoying the content on the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. I have been a Blazer fan. Signing out.